We are live looking at the Banjo Catfish here. You can see there's one burrowed right there, kinda, and one bigger one under that pot right there. But I was just in here doing water changes and figured I'd show these guys off real quick. Matt, hello. Give a couple seconds for people to jump in here before I feed them. There's probably about 15 Banjo Catfish in here. And these are basically one of the coolest catfish ever. Boss Hog, hello. Nick, you're the second one here, buddy. UPSer Jay, what's going on? Luke, what's up? Hopefully, when I drop this food in here, you'll see how many are actually in here. Unfortunately, it's just pellet food, so it might not entice them all out here. This guy's not scared at all. Yeah, they're very like prehistoric, and they're super easy to care for, and they're fairly inexpensive. They're really cool. Now they get about 6 inches, so keep that in mind. I stupidly put rasboras in here with them, so I think they're slowly picking off the rasboras. There's chili rasboras, there's neon blue rasboras, and I apologize. I did not intend to film, so the glass is not looking that great, but let's just get right to it. Poor rasboras, I know, but I mean, look at all the places they have to hide. I mean, roots, plants, everything. So I haven't actually seen them eat any of them, but I don't know. I do feed them a lot. So, anyways, I'm gonna drop in this pellet food, and a lot of it apparently. Whoops. All right. There you go. Your Bosemani were breeding this morning. That's pretty sweet. Come on. Would they work in a 125 rainbow tank? Oh yeah, absolutely. I swear there's a lot of them in here. More than just this one and that one. It might take a second before they can smell it. But this guy's going to town. The most moving you've ever seen out of Banjo Catfish. They normally just devour this stuff. Of course, now that I'm live, they're making idiots of me and making me a liar. Maybe I shouldn't have put it so close. You know what? I'm doing a water change anyways. I'll just put some towards the back here. I'll have to do an extra water change. See if we can get him to come out. There, see? That guy's going for it. And they're not shy. I mean, you can see this guy was just sitting out here in the open. This is definitely one of the bigger ones here. Well, this was a pretty big fail, I must say. You still get to see them, though. They're still really, really cool. Prehistoric looking. Dwarf anchor catfish. Yeah, I've had the dwarf anchor catfish, and I've never had good luck with them, ever. But these guys are super easy. This one's pretty size. I'd say he's probably about 4 inches, maybe. Oh yeah, definitely been bred in the aquarium before. You can see one back there by that pot. I'm focused on it, but I swear there's a ton of them in here. And normally, every time I throw this food in here, they go buck wild. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oops. Now you guys see what I'm talking about. The word is out. Look at these guys. Now, guys, this is not like a show tank, so don't yell at me about all the mulm. Perfectly normal. Here we go. The word has hit the street. Look at them all. Nom 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 nom. Yes, if you're looking at the reflection, my shirt says Comcast. I used to work for Comcast. Keyword used. Used. Is that a word? Utes. The two utes. What's a ute? There we go. I mean, I don't even need to say anything, right? This pretty much speaks for itself. Daryl Deemer, what's up? Yes, these will be for sale. Uh-oh. I said I was doing water changes, and now my pump is running dry. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. But luckily, the plug is right here. If I can pull it out one-handedly. One-handedly. I'm all about making up words today, I guess. Come on, there we go. All right. So, as far as what you can keep these guys with, as long as things don't fit in their mouth, they'll probably be safe. So, I don't imagine them going after armored catfish like Corridores. I am noticing my Rasboras number, my number of Rasboras are dwindling though. So, I'm going to be getting these out of here pretty soon. Could you buy a few to add to your 55-gallon? Yeah. And the nice thing is they're cool, they're prehistoric, they're unusual, they're pretty safe to keep with fish. Again, as long as you don't put small fish in with them like I did, like an idiot. And they're fairly inexpensive. I mean, they range from like $5 to $8 depending on where you get them from. I mean, I see some places selling them for 10, but kind of taking advantage of a cool little fish here. Trying to hold the camera steady, but I'm also standing on a ladder, so not the easiest thing to do. What's this about feeding banjos to live cats? Yeah. Yeah. There's a few different ways I thought about wording this live stream, but ultimately I chose this one. Simple. Also, your guys' chat disappears. So if I don't read your question or comment, it's not my fault. It's because YouTube is dumb. Whenever you live stream from a mobile phone, the chat only lasts like 5 seconds. Now, I bet if you keep them well fed like this, they probably won't go after fish. As you see, none of them are really interested in that chili rasbora. But they've almost got all of the pellets cleaned up. Now, these aren't as bad as plecos about not seeing them, but if you're putting these in like a fully planted tank with a couple inches of substrate, you're probably not going to see them unless you're feeding, just like now, right? I mean, these guys didn't come out until they smell the food, so definitely not as bad as plecos. So, I mean, they'll come out in the daylight, like you can see here in the sun. Well, in the LED light, but yeah, probably a fish you won't see very often compared to like a schooling fish. Jay, you know, I've never really researched breeding. I'm sure it's like any catfish, you know, lots of food, lots of live, frozen, high protein food, water changes. Flynn's Fish Forum, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, if you look these guys up on Seriously Fish, you can see pretty much everything you'd want to know about them. I do have a video coming out on them. Well, I did, but I don't know if I'll release it now that I'm doing this live stream because it's basically the same thing. So, they're definitely not algae eaters. They are meat eaters. These are carnivore pellets. I wish I could get in closer, but as you can see, that's not going to happen. Now this is a fish that it's really good at fooling you and thinking it's dead. So if you see them just like, so a lot of times they'll burrow, but sometimes they'll just be like on the substrate, like upside down, just hanging out, kind of like bristlenose plecos do every once in a while. So I walk in here and I'm like, oh man, there's some dead ones in here, and I go to net it out, and they scoot away. Sometimes they just lay on their sides, on their back. It's kind of weird. Yeah, they do have eyes. You can probably, if it was a good camera, you could see their eyes, but they definitely have eyes. Hey y'all, what's up, Darren? Anyways, guys, I gotta get back to water changes. I just want to show you guys these fish real quick. They're pretty cool. And I'll probably start doing more things like this in the fish room. Now that I've got pretty decent signal in here, I got that worked out. So we might do some more impromptu live streams in the future. Hey Bob, what's a good recommended food for Bosemani and Australian rainbows? Mine are super picky. I feed frozen foods. Frozen foods are great. Freeze dried. And any quality flake food. I would stay away from pellets with rainbows, simply because they have narrow throats and they can choke. But yeah, any flake food, quality flake food. Like I wouldn't feed these pellets to rainbow fish, not at all. But anyways, guys, like I said, I got to get back to my water changes. So thank you for coming in this impromptu, quick little live stream. Hope it was worth it. I don't know. But yeah, so like I said, more of these in the future. I'll probably just pick like Sundays when I do my massive water change on every single tank. So I'm in here anyway, so I'll probably start doing this every Sunday now. I'll just pick a tank and do a quick little live stream like this. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live stream, 5 p.m. Pacific.